I'm recording this a little later this morning. I decided to wake up a bit later today, and it's so lovely to have the sun shining on me. Normally when I've been recording these videos since coming back to Portugal, the sun hasn't quite reached the house at that time. It's wonderful to feel that pure, life-giving energy of the sun. Throughout my whole meditation this morning, I sat with the quality of acceptance that I'd had some insight around yesterday, and it really felt like an embodied experience of the quality of acceptance. I could feel this sensation of the body feeling like this open receptacle, an empty vessel, able to hold whatever is arising in the moment. And there was a deep sense of peace that came with embodying that quality. And overall the whole meditation was peaceful. It wasn't turbulent. There wasn't actually a lot of detritus floating around. But there was something, it was like a practice, a rehearsal for being in a state of acceptance, so that when I'm faced with more challenging circumstances, that I can embody that quality because I've practiced it, I've rehearsed it, tried it out. And I can see that acceptance and letting go are like, they're intimately intertwined. Acceptance is the state that comes from letting go, although there's also the quality of like release and liberation that comes from letting go. And also acceptance is more, it's like a non-doing, whereas letting go is the realization that I'm holding on to something, and therefore I can release it. And so there's some action that is required there, even if it's on a very subtle internal level. But with acceptance, there's no action, it's a state of being with what is, without there being a desire to change it, without there being an expectation for something different or better to take place. It's just simply the being with what is as it is, without needing to change it in any way. Interestingly, at the beginning of this year, 2023, I did a writing circle around values and the two values, or I guess qualities you could also call them, that I set an intention or to explore throughout the year, or rather they came as like my guiding values or qualities for the year, were curiosity and acceptance. And so it feels fitting that I should now return back to and deepen my exploration of this quality of acceptance now in the context of this personal experiment and exploration. And acceptance doesn't mean that I can't take action in any situation that requires action. It's not to say that I accept blindly behaviors or situations that are unethical or immoral or damaging to life, but it's coming to those places, those situations from a state of peace rather than reactivity and anger, I want to say. Although that act, that practice of dealing with challenging situations in the world from a place of acceptance, that's something that is very much in an embryonic stage for me. I don't feel like I've had a lot of experience of putting that into practice yet, but I'm hoping that the more that I feel and embody this ground of acceptance, this deep quality of acceptance in myself and in my own mind, then the more I will naturally be able to take that out into the situations that I face in the outer world.